Hi guys, so this video is for someone who is wondering what a typical master's course look like in a UK university, what kind of assignments you have to submit, how many assignments are there, and what work you have to do in each semester. So this video is basically me going through my results and all of the assignments I've done, and I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what were the assignments in that unit and what was the percentage, and I'm also going to share what grades I got. I didn't have access to all of the system, but recently they have given me and all of the students who have graduated access again so they can book their graduation. So I thought this was a good chance for me to show people what a master's looks like in the UK. And I'm gonna also download all of the things which I've submitted and all of the assessment feedback I've got and all of the assessment brief as well, so I can share it with all of you. So please comment down if you need the link for that, and if I have enough comments, I'm gonna post the link in the description so you all can access all of my assignments, all of the assessment brief, and all of the feedback which I've got. So basically you get a rough idea of how to do your assignments. I have done MSc marketing, so if you're also doing marketing, that will be very beneficial for you. And obviously do not copy my work, because if you're going to submit it, they're gonna know that you have copied from somewhere. The system here are very robust. You cannot just copy my assignment and submit it. You're gonna get caught and then you're gonna fail. It will just be there as a guide for you, so you get a basic structure in your head, and you can also see the feedback which my tutor has given to me, so you can do better in your assignments than I have done based on the feedback. Now I graduated in October 2023. My graduation is going to be this year in summer, so I'm very excited for that, and I passed my masters with merit. I only took extension in my last assignment, my dissertation, for 1 week, because we were allowed to take one extension in one of the units per semester, and I didn't use it in first semester, second semester, and in my third semester for my last assignment I thought this is the time and I should make use of this opportunity so I can properly focus on my dissertation without the rush. And before diving in on the computer screen, I just want to mention that please take this as a grain of salt. Just get a rough idea of the structure of the course, because all of the course will be structured differently. All of the university will have different structures, and everything which I'm going to show you is part of my master's in marketing from Solent University. So it's just a structure, it's just a rough guide, and do not take this literally that every university or every course will be like that. So without any further talking, let's go to the computer screen now. Now we are on the computer screen, and I will show you all of my assignments. I'm gonna also show you my results. So as you can see, this is my exam results. I think I'm gonna zoom in a bit. So the academic year was 2022 to 2023. MSc marketing, 1 year. I got awards with merits, and my result got published on 24th of October. If we look at all the assignments, I'm gonna zoom out a bit. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 assignments in total, and I needed 180 CATs to pass this master's degree. Basically, for example, if I didn't pass in this unit, which was research method, I will get 0, but if I passed, I will get 15. Doesn't matter how many grades I've got. And this is, you can see how much numbers or like grades I got out of 100. In the UK, it's usually graded system, but then they convert that grades to marking system, which is kind of like weird. So that's why you will see 68, 68, 65, 65 marks. And in terms of grading, I also found a Solent handbook which shows the percentage equivalent of the grade. So for example, if I get an A3, it will always be an 83. If I get a B2, for example, it will always be a 65. B1 is 68. And this is what my results shows. Where in research methods, I have 65. In professional practice, I have 65. In customer experience, I have 65 and 58, which overall is 62. So 62 means I have a B3, 65 means I have a B2. So these were all the assignments for my master's degree of 1 year. In masters, there were 3 different semesters. Each semester was 60 CATs. So my first semester was customer experience and strategic marketing, which was 30 and 30, 60 CATs. Then it was integrated marketing communication, which was 30 CATs, and I had 2 more units, so research method and professional practice, which was 15. And in last semester, which was just 1 unit of master's project, which was dissertation, which was 60 CATs by itself. Now I will take you through all of the assessments I had. Let's start with my first semester, which was customer experience and strategic marketing. In strategic marketing, I will go to the assessment. I had 2 different assignments. One was the presentation, which was an individual presentation, and another one was the individual report, which was 75%, and presentation was 25% weightage. So in my presentation, I got B2, and I will also show you the assessment brief for the presentation. So the whole presentation was 30 minutes, which included 15 to 20 minutes presentation. Plus in the end, there was a section for 5 to 10 minutes for question answers. The whole weightage was 25% and it was an individual presentation. So this had the weightage of 25%. And the second assessment in this was the individual report. So for the individual report, I had to write 4,000 words. The weightage was 75%. The task was to write an individual reflective report around a software called MarkStrat. It's basically a marketing software where you can launch your products. Basically, it has R&D, positioning, marketing, research, and all the things which go into the marketing. And there was an assessment guidance as well that how the grading is done. Now this software which we ran, MarkStrat, was done in the group. So we were a group of 4 or 5 people and we ran like a business model in the software, but the reflective report was individual. So we have to write our own experience, how we communicated with the team, how we made the decision we made based on the theories we have learned in the class. And I forgot to tell you about the presentation as well. So in presentation, the assessment was basically where we have to pick a business. Any business is fine, and we have to look at how they have launched a product, or how, even if it's a new brand or it's a new company, how they launched themselves into the market, what kind of marketing strategies they followed, what kind of marketing plan they followed, and use the theories we have learned in the class and present it in a logical way. I chose Reliance Jio because I think when Jio was launched in India, it was a very big deal. The way they captured the India market was just fascinating to me, so I chose that brand, and as you can see, I got a B2 in that. For the individual report, I only got C2, which was not that good. We also get this feedback file, which I can show you how it looks like. So basically there will be some notes given by your professor around the weightage they had. So the structure and organization, core understanding, creativity and independent learning, understanding and integration of theories, and source of information and referencing. So you can read this, especially during your initial assessments. You can read this, see what you need to work on. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can book a meeting with your tutor. You can ask them any doubt you have, and it will be very beneficial for you in long run. I'm not going to show you all the feedback for every assignment because that will just stretch the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you my grade and what assessment we had. The second one was customer experience, which was a group presentation and an individual report. Now in the group presentation, I got 65 and individual report again 58. Now I will take you through the assessment tab. So this is the assessment brief of the first presentation, which was a group presentation, and the weighting was 50% for this assessment. It was a 20 to 30 minutes presentation with 15 minutes for question and answers. The group was between 2 to 3 students. We were a group of 3. This was the assessment task, but basically in short, it was taking a brand and looking at how they improve customer experience or what they do in terms of their customer experience. There are 7 E's of customer experience, how they've used smarter screen or how they've used virtual and actual world integration, the impact of big data and metrics. So basically all of the things which we did in our lecture, we have to use those theories and that understanding and use it in a real world scenario. So me and my group looked at IKEA as a brand and we got B2 in the presentation. Again, there was the whole feedback form of the group. Now the second assessment for this was a report, individual report. Now the individual report was also 50% weightage and it was 3,000 word report rather than 4,000. What was the task? Basically it was almost the same thing, but we have to predict the future of business in the next 5 years based on, again, all of the things which we have learned in our unit. So for this I got a C1 and my whole focus was on the customer experience side and the AI chatbot, because at that point AI was starting to come in the news, and the feedback which I got for this was very dodgy in my personal opinion. So what my tutor said, that I did not fully understand the assessment. I was required to produce a report synthesizing the material covered in the module on the development of customer experience and prediction. And she said, my tutor said, that my work heavily focuses on the discussion of customer service, which makes the whole work's discussion cannot match the assessment very well. But what I did, because in the masters they want you to focus on just one single topic, because if I try to cover all of these things like the 7 E's of customer experience, which the 7 E's comes from a book called Experiential Marketing. And if you look at the assessment brief, the 7 E's of customer experience, and my whole point was the customer service part of the customer journey. If you haven't done marketing, you won't be able to maybe understand it. But this was a very big disappointment, and I kind of took it with my course leader as well. And he kind of understood my point, but at the same time, all of this thing is very political. I don't know how to explain it. They didn't change my grade, and yeah, that was it. Anyway, I got C2 in this, so I only got 58 here. Now let's come on to the third unit in our second semester, which was professional practice. Now for this we only had one assessment, which was a reflective document. So what we were supposed to do was we were supposed to get a work experience and complete 100 hours of work experience from the day we started the course, and this was due by the end of second semester. So basically for first and second semester we were supposed to do some kind of professional experience in the marketing environment and then write a reflective document based on our experience of learning and whatever we have done. So this was all of the assessment task. You can pause and read it obviously, and this whole report was 3000 words. Again, this was only 15 cats, so there was only one assessment, only one report in this, which was 3000 words. And we were also supposed to write kind of like blogs about our experience, or if we have done any work which is visible, like if you are doing social media marketing and you have made posts, you can do that as well, or you have anything to show for your work experience. So that was one of the things which we have to do. Luckily for me, as soon as I joined the university, I got a part-time job in the university for their marketing agency. So that was a good work experience for me. And for the assessment, I got a B2 in that as well, and it was a 3000 word report. Nothing much in this. Again, you can take a screenshot of this, or you can pause it and see what was the assessment brief if you want to look into detail. Let's talk about the fourth unit, which is integrated marketing communication, which was 30 cats again, and it only had one assessment as well. Now let me go to the assessment tab. Now this was one of the biggest assignment I have ever done. Let me open the brief and the grades. So for this one we had to write a 4500 word IMC plan. So integrated marketing communication is basically executing a marketing plan in marketing channels like your TV ad, radio ad, social media campaigns and things like that. So the whole assessment task was, there's a thing DNAD New Blood competition. If you just search on it, they have a different assessment briefs for different marketing campaigns. There are brands there, and there'll be a whole brief on what a brand wants. So I took the brand Persil, which is also known as Surf Excel in India, and I did that. There were other assessment as well, like there was Duolingo one, there was Candy Crush one, there was GiftCaf one, there was eBay one. So basically there was different industry briefs from different brands, and all of them wanted something or another. Someone wanted a social media campaign, someone wanted a TV ad, someone wanted a radio ad. So for me, I choose that, and in this one we had to write a 4500 word plan of the whole thing, and then write a critical reflective report of 2000 words. So basically make a plan, use all of the things which we have learned in the course, write a 4500 word plan to execute that campaign, and then write a 2000 word reflective report about my experience of how I managed that campaign. So it was one of the biggest assessment I have ever done, and that's why it was 30 cats and only one assessment for this unit. Again, I got a B3 in this one, and I also made an ad. I'm gonna link this ad as well if someone is interested. So again, comment if you want link to all of this. Now let's go on to the fifth assessment, which was the research method. Now if you haven't done masters before, if you don't know what this is, so basically research method is you choosing a topic about your dissertation, what you're gonna make your dissertation on, and write a proposal that why your topic is important or why it is worth to do research on. So that is what research method is. Let me open the assessment tab. So this is the handbook or the assessment brief for the research method. It was 3000 word individual proposal. So the task was basically as a preparation for the research for a dissertation project or practice project. So this whole thing will include like a clear account of an objective, what I'm trying to do, why I'm doing this, evaluate the concept theories which are already talked about in the topic, and what kind of methodologies I'm going to be using and everything. So this was kind of like a pre-assessment to your dissertation, and this is what you will build your dissertation around. So this was again 15 cats only, and I got a B2 in this one, which is 65. I think I did well. So after this, our semester 2 ended and we were in our semester 3, which I have not seen this in other places. Some of the places will only have one assessment, which will be your dissertation. But for us, it was a bit different. So we had 2 assessments. I'm going to open the tab now. Basically, one was a presentation and one was the whole master's project. Let me open up both of them. So presentation was in June, so it was kind of between our research method and our final dissertation deadline. It was basically a 20-minute presentation about what we have done since our research method submission and what we are gonna do for our dissertation. So basically it was like a catch-up, but it was marked. It was 15% weighted towards the whole module of our master's project, and we have to present it for 20 minutes with full references and everything, and we were asked question in the end. For this one I got a B2 again, and I submitted my presentation, and then we had the supporting documents with all the references and everything. And after that only our master's dissertation was due, and it was 15 to 20,000 word dissertation. Now there were other things as well, like practice project and consultancy project, which we had less idea about because I focused on dissertation. I am not sure if anyone was doing this from our course. So basically if you start working before your master's and you are managing projects, like proper projects for a company or a business, then I think you can do this, and then you have to write less amount of words. But if you're not doing anything like that, you have to write 15 to 20,000 words. For this I got a B1 in my dissertation, and it was 15 to 20,000 words. I think I was near close to 20,000 words. I'm not really sure, I don't remember. But if you want to see my dissertation, comment down. I'm not sure how many comments, but if I see, okay, these are enough comments, I'm gonna download all of this and link it in the description so everyone can, go and access it. And that was all. So overall, all these 6 units, all of these different assessments throughout the year, that was what a typical master's in a UK university looks like. So if you are thinking about doing masters, if you are not sure like what kind of assessments are there and what kind of like things you have to submit, you will get a rough idea about this. And hopefully I've gone through everything properly. Again, it was a bit rushed because there were so many things. The video is already a bit long. If you want to see anything, you can pause the video at that point or comment. And that was all I have to show you on the screen. So that was all for the video. Hopefully you've got a bit of understanding what a master's in the UK look like and what are the assignments we have to submit. All of these grades and everything I've got. I'm very grateful that I got to do my master's, and I'm very proud of myself that I've completed my postgraduate. I'm not sure about PhD yet, but if I like studying, I like doing all of these things. And if I'm not bound by any job search, like I have told you in my previous video that I'm moving back to India, so I might do PhD if I feel like it, just for fun, just because I want to do it, and if I want doctorate in front of my name. But I understand getting a PhD is like a full-on commitment to your field, which I'm not sure if I'm ready yet. If that changes in future, I'm definitely gonna think about it, but for now I think I'm fine with masters. And again, if you have any doubt regarding anything, just write them in the comment section. If I'm not able to answer your question, maybe someone else will. And it's always good to put out the questions you have, because it gives opportunity for different people to share their experience. I'm gonna share my experience with you, whatever I've shared in the video and whatever I can share in the comment section. And if you like this video, if you found this video helpful, hit the like button. And I know I have been talking about, if you comment down, I'm gonna post the link. The thing is, I'm gonna do it eventually, but I'm not sure when I'm gonna do it after posting the video, so it might be 1 or 2 weeks before I get the time to download everything and put it in a link. I'm definitely gonna do it. So if you're watching this video after that, the link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you're watching before that, just wait patiently. You can save this video for later and come back in 1 or 2 weeks. And if I haven't posted the link by then, please remind me in the comment that I need to post the link. That was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in another video. Goodbye.